you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter, I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach get all tired, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to moving silence like you don't know what our style is. New York, the wildest. My dogs is with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, then we split it. Damn right we did it. What you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew. Don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we. Let me find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you busting grapes. Think you holding weight and you haven't met the apes. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how Rough Riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? Be crazy, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how get down. Watch my get round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking round. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that ravine. Don't make it a scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, shoulda shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, and I rip, and I rip. This one here, I flip. No, when I kick, gonna be some slick. What would that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door. With that. Now it's time for bed. Two more today. Got the floor. Yeah, that. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. They never did to me. Can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them groove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on get prime. Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best.
broken glass of a bottle makes a Jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road, at the end of my road. So what do I do? So what do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
Jumping that, summon that, jumping that, jumping that fire, jumping that fire, jumping out with, jumping that, drumming that, chopper doing circles.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Flash, flash, flash. Set.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. It's Allen out of the pistol. Coleman with the grab. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Bass now to kick this away. Has this at the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
2J. All right.
Mix it on the counter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Hey, south. Here we go.
Keeping it with Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, Uno.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Buggy.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He lobs it deep middle. His first throw is an interception. Picked by Derek Forrest. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did the homework number 1, and number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another one for Cook. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
56, 56. Half. Half 10. Look out.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He beams one, deep right, and someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On the quick, right?
2nd down now, 7 to go.
19 Texas. Buggy.
On the ground again with Mixon. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
Here we go.
Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it 3rd and 7.
Good.
Here's Stroud. He's on the move. On the run right, throws. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and long, it's Allen. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football. New set of downs for him at the 38.
All right.
They've got a man in motion.
Hey.
On play action, here's Stroud. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills take over and have it starting out at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Allen now on first down. He's got this complete to James Cook. Pushing it up past the 30. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
Half 85. Alert!
Here's 2nd and 5. He puts some juice on it deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Texans take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw for Allen. He's loaded another one up. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, hold. Middle. What's that?
Back to the air, Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Alert! Stop. Half. What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud off the play fake. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. This one intended for the running back. So second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Oh, right.
Stroud escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Ow, what's that? 11. Hey, uno more. Look the hot.
One final shot before halftime. Throwing for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Offense up to the line fast.
Alert!
Allen on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Man in motion here. Throwing now on first down, Allen. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Oh, right.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Oh, ready.
Throwing is Stroud. Diving right side, got it! They got 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ow, was that?
Now give left side. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, you call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go.
Going right side, Mixon with it. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
All right.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud now on 3rd. He's got it over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
On the quick, right? Why, Tony?
From the red zone now. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Nike taxi. All right.
He'll throw it. This one's caught. And in for the Houston touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when he chalked up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the... gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let him. They have that same kind of...
He's in trouble and gets brought down again.
Alert pot. Go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Buggy. 19 Texas.
Back to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a gain of 8, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bills losing by 7. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Alert!
Receiver gets it on the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Try and push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Pass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ow, today.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Rodney. Today.
Trying the right side. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Oh, hey. Hey.
Throwing now. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He's stopped inside the 10. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Bills will take over deep in their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. Second down now, 7 to go.
Middle.
Here he is to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here's a give to Cook. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. It's been the type of game that makes the playoffs so great to watch. A spot in the AFC title game on the line as we're underway in overtime. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another one for Cook. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Kincaid there to bring it in near the sideline. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Now it's Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now Allen off the play action. Pass is caught at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
56, 56.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills break the tie and go up by 6. It's a James Cook touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Bass now to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
A give left side. Here's Mixon. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Oh, hey.
First down, and they go right back to him. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First and 10 from the 41.
Whoa. Oh, ready?
Keeping it with Mixon. And the pursuit gets there to escort him out at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Flash. How? What's that? What? Hey, south. Hey.
Now a give running right. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it down to a single point. Nico Collins with the touchdown. That answer right there shows that this team, Brock, belongs in the postseason. Had to be a touchdown, and they got it with everything on the line.
And now, Kate, we'll see exactly what type of team they are because their entire season hinged on what you just said, on that response, on getting the touchdown. But now it hinges on this decision. Are you going to go for the tie, or are you going to go play for the win, baby?
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there. And they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on